Menu narration option is set to off.
It's week 12 of the... The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And this returnable for Hill. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12,
Tua. This one finds Wilson downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The Dolphins had 5 and 6 to start play, but they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one too low.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now Mahomes. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Gain of 7 leaves him with a... Here's Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 5 catches, 61 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And Wilson with it, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they go to work on a first and goal. The slot man in motion right. Here's Mostert. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Again, it's Mostert, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A gigantic sack on third and goal, a loss of 12. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire finding space at the 40.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'll guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And Mahomes is going to keep it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Tagovailoa
completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 29,
Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stock. Getting 20 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up doing incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him making it in the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you down
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Tua now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up the 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Ingram holds it in.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Let's go now.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Cedric Wilson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes.
That's to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Right.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man here. It's Wilson.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 41, Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Caught on the slant. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Tua on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From the 16, Mahomes got an open man. It's Pringle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 40 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And one extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now a give. It's Hubbard going left.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
On third down, here comes Mostert.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you,